Alright, so I got here Maya started up. Basically, you could click on the window icon, and I have it here, and you just click it once, or you could activate it from desktop, literally on your desktop. Anyway, so I fired up a new one just to show, and here's basically the interface, and type in new, and here it is. Okay, I'm just gonna close out that. All right, here we are. Okay, so from here, what we're going to do is, the first thing let's set up a project. And so I'm going to go to File. This part is important, a distinction, because it'll confuse you, because it confused me in the past and even recently. So we have to set a project, and you can get confused whether it be project window or set project, and you would automatically think set project, because I just said let's set our project, right? And instinctively you're gonna go towards here because it says set project, and you have all this going on and you kind of want to set a project, right? But things are grayed out, and there's not much options over here, not much options to do. You could type something down here and you could try to set it, but it's completely grayed out, so you'll get confused right off the bat. Set project, but nothing seems to be able to be set. In actuality, you have to go to File, Project Window, and that's what I mean by you get confused. It's annoying. Anyway, Project Window, okay? Not set project, but instead Project Window. You have to go to Project Window to set your project, rather than to go to set project. It's ridiculous, I think. Whatever. So here we are, Project Window, right? Project Window, File, Project Window. If you want to make a new project, not this one. Project Window. Okay, good. That was 3 minutes of nonsense. All right, so current project, default. Yeah, all this stuff here, and I'll explain this afterwards. Well, I'll explain now. When you set your project, it's gonna make all this stuff: scenes folder, templates, images, source images, rendered data, blah 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 blah. All this stuff it's gonna make for you. It's gonna generate all these folders for you, and these are gonna be specific assets that you may or may not need for your project, all-encompassing folder system. Blah blah blah. All you have to do is click on new. You click on new, it gets grayed out, and you can start typing something in. I'm going to type in my name. I will do that too, so you can, just for now. And I'm going to type in my first Maya project. Okay, something obvious. And you go accept. Okay, and it looks like nothing happened, right? Like I don't see anything happening. But if I click on the window here, the folder, all this crap. Let's go to, I'm going to show you where everything is for Maya. Go to Documents, okay? Maya, okay? Now, I have 2023. Yours may or may not look like this completely. Looks a little bit different from 2024, but don't panic. So we're gonna go to projects, okay? Projects. So we have this PC, documents, Maya, projects. Now, here as it is. Your first Maya project folder, root folder, root folder. Here's your default root folder, and here's another one that I made for a teapot. This one, and this is the reason why I said to give it a distinct name. I'm going to double click. When you double click that root folder, in here, like how you saw before, it generates all those folders, okay? And it's overwhelming. It's like, what the hell is up all these folders? Like, why do I need all this? It doesn't remind you anything of like Photoshop or Illustrator, you know, or Microsoft Word. You'd assume you just need one file and that's it. But it's not the case, because with Maya, you could use all types of assets. You could use video footage, you could use textures, HDRI images, raw images, all that kind of stuff, sound files, all of that. And there are different types of stuff. And those different types of stuff goes into their respective folders. And for now, I'm going to try to keep this video tutorial short, but main folders that you're going to always go to, your bread and butter, is going to be your scenes folder. Okay, ignore this. Your scenes folder is where your Maya file is going to go into, okay? It's called a .mb. So it could be whatever your project, your Maya file is, blah, 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 .mb, as in boy. Okay, so that's your scenes, right? You have to remember that. And the other main folder you need to remember is your source images. Your source images is where your textures go to, your JPEG files, your TIFF files, your PNG files, your still images that is used as textures goes here. And this, just ignore that. That's for later on, and I'll barely touch it. Source images. If you have Photoshop files, that depends. You know, your Photoshop files, you could just have your own distinct Photoshop folder system and keep it separate from Maya, because you know Photoshop files can get huge all in itself, so you can keep it separate. Anyway, so that's pretty much the folder system. And if I go back to projects, right, and let's say I look at Teapot. Teapot has its own folder system, its own folder structure system. If I go back one folder up, default. This is Maya's default. As you can see, it has this huge 12.3 gigabytes. That's my default, where I shoved everything in there. For example, scenes. I got all this stuff. I should keep it more organized, but whatever. And then your source images. So I got all this stuff. And that's pretty much the folder structure system. Again, what you do is go to File, Set Project. No, it's not Set Project. I was trying to fool you. Project window. When you want to make entirely new folder, project directory for a new project, for example, our teapot. We'll go project window. Here we are. Here's our current project that we just made and we are currently in. Whatever your current project is, all those images that you need and plug into your shader ball, which I'm going to teach later, will go sourced to your source images or this root folder. Sounds kind of confusing, but you see what I mean. And then again, new, right? Let's say I'm going to write down my name and NURBS teapot. Okay, NURBS teapot modeling. Okay, something like that. And I'm gonna go accept. Right? So I just made a new project. And if I go back to my folder, if I go to Documents, Maya, Projects. Documents, Maya, Projects, and boom, right here. See? New project. Blah, 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 all these folders. So that's pretty much it for that. Okay? Repeat. Do not go here. I guarantee you're gonna get tricked and you're gonna try to go here. My dumbass oftentimes would go here to make a new project, you know, but it's here. Okay, and that's pretty much it for this initial tutorial. Okay, bye bye.